strategy gamers! Today we are going to be going over the best Legends of Zelda champion. Let's go into it. Here's a question you've probably asked. Who is the strongest champion in Breath of the Wild? Is it Daruk because he's indestructible? Or maybe it's Urbosa with her crazy sword fighting skills. Maybe it's Rivali, master of the bow. Or maybe it's even the lovely Mipha. Don't get me wrong, these are all very good champions, but I didn't really know which one was the best. So, as always, I did some research. And this is going to be over the orbs that you get from them, all the weapons, of course, because they're all the ones that you can get in the game from the champions. And, of course, let's start with the most fan-favorited one, Rivali. Rivali has a really good weapon, the Great Eagle Bow, that has a durability of 60 and a power of 28, which is pretty reliable and can come in handy in sometimes. But it's probably the worst out of all of them. But still, it's a really good bow. You can get it in Rito Village from the Elder after you've gotten through Vamedoth and freed Rivali's spirit and all that fun stuff. Rivali's Gale is also really good, and it's probably one of the best abilities because it will create an updraft, allowing you to get to places a lot faster and glide to wherever you need to be. But really, Rivali is the heart and soul of this team and has put in probably the most effort into it, and that's why the fans love him. Next up, we got the most hated champion ever, Daruk, because he's thick, really thick. His weapon is pretty good though, and it's a claymore with a power of 60 and a durability of also 60, making it pretty reliable. And you can get it in Goron City, and after you've gotten through Valrudia, of course, because you gotta free Daruk's spirit from her, okay? And then you'll receive the weapon from the old guy, I forget his name. Its protection is also pretty good, and it will create a sphere around you protecting you from stuff. I don't really know this yet because I still haven't got this yet, but that's what Google told me, okay? Daruk is also really caring besides his fear of dogs. Kind of a weird fear, but he's really caring. Next up, we have my favorite champion, Urbosa herself, the Gerudo Chief, the everyone's girl. Her weapons are also really good, with Daybreaker having a guard of 48 and a durability of 60, and the Scimitar of 7 having a power 32 and a durability of 60. These weapons are also really good, and you can get them in Gerudo Village from Raiju after you got through Nabarboros and freed Urbosa's spirit. So yeah, that's going to be fun. And Urbosa's Fury is also really good, and I look forward to using it, and as you might have guessed, I don't have it yet. So I don't really know what it does, but Google told me it creates a sphere of thunder around you, creating like electric bolts, and that sounds really good in my opinion. But this cutscene of Urbosa explains her perfectly in my opinion.
Halt and face me. Unlike you traitors, I prefer to fight my enemies head on. Do your worst. Out of respect for our princess, you may keep your lives. Now go!
That was absolutely insane, Urbosa. Now I know why you're my favorite champion. It used to be Mipha, but now it's you. All jokes aside, Urbosa is super caring and brave, really. And now, let's move on to Mipha, Mrs. Healing Power herself. Mipha's got a pretty good weapon, Light Scale Trident. It's got a pretty bad power, but its durability makes up for that power. And yeah, it just is not the best in power. You can get it in Zora's domain after you've gotten through Varuda and freed Mifa's spirit, and yeah. But the power is just so bad, I don't know why you would use this thing. Mifa's Grace is really good though, and it will revive all your hearts when you die, and it comes so in handy. And I think this clip of Mifa's Grace explains what you can do perfectly. Let's watch it.
It is my pleasure.
Mifa really is really caring, and I can definitely see why all the fans love her. Now it's on to weapons. The Scimitar of the 7 has 92 power, but the Scimitar plus this shield is 200, which is absolutely insane, and you get both of these at the exact same time. And yeah, the Stone Smasher is 120, and that's pretty good. And Rivali's bow is 88. Decent bow, probably the worst though. And finally, the Light Scale Trident has a power of 92. Pretty decent. And yeah, that's going to be about it for the weapons. Now it's on to orbs. Mifa's Grace is probably the best because, seriously, you get to like revive yourself. But really, drum roll please for whoever is the best. It's What? Get Daruk out of here. Thank you. It's actually Urbosa because she's just so epic, and 200, man, you can't refuse. And Urbosa's Fury was just too good to pass off. So yeah, that's about it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I'm definitely going to be giving you guys another extra video because this one's a bit late. Bye guys.